Good morning, staff and students. Today is Monday. It is February 4th. It's an 8 and as always, I hope the Lions are ready to roar at Howard High School. We are filling our days with pride because we are Howard Strong. It's February, which means we're now celebrating our January Students of the Month. So if they're sitting in your classroom right now, give them a nice round of applause. CTE, Lindsay Brilliant. Congratulations, Lindsay. Our English Student of the Month is Madison Kimmel. All right, Madison. Fine Arts and PE, Kelsey Crane. All right, Kelsey. Guidance, Erica Hansen. Erica Hansen, Student of the Month there. Our Math Student of the Month, Cesar Quinteros from Ramos. Congratulations, Cesar. For Science, it's Isaac Weatherby. All right, Isaac. Social Studies, Sarah Griffith. Congratulations, Sarah. And last but not least, World Languages, Iris Najika. Congratulations, Iris. As we also established on Friday, it is Black History Month, and so throughout the month of February, we're going to be having staff and students talk a little bit about what Black History Month means to them. And so joining me in the studio today is Mr. Audain. So Mr. Audain, tell us a little bit about the importance of Black History Month to you.
Black History Month, surprisingly, has changed over my life. It's actually become more important as I've gotten older. I don't know if it's the same for a lot of you guys. I think it became most important to me about 6 years ago when I thought, what am I going to present to my students about Black History Month during Black History Month? And I thought about Brown versus the Board of Education, which is what you guys are learning often about in your history classes now and in the past. And one of the characters in my study and research of Black History Month was Charles Houston. Many of you guys haven't heard about him, but Charles Houston was actually a teacher, okay? His life didn't start off as a teacher. He started off as Amherst College, and he went on to Howard University, and from there, he went to the Army as a JAG lawyer and came back to Howard to be the end of the dean of the law school there. What's really interesting about him is that his impact as a teacher was pretty great. We can look at Howard, and we can look at Brown versus Board of Education and say that Charles Houston was actually like the beginner of it all. One of his students would end up being Thurgood Marshall, and many of you guys who know the details of the entire story know that Thurgood Marshall was a very important character, a very important part of the entire Brown versus Board of Education. Charles Houston stressed as a teacher that knowledge was power. And the way that he did that to all his law students was by stating that, listen, it's very important that all the students that go through Howard University need to understand and their Constitution most importantly. That was the center of everything. When I think about you guys, right, and how Black History Month may impact all of you and how it impacts me, I know that my classroom wouldn't be as diverse as it would be if Brown versus Board of Education wouldn't happen. I know that, I wouldn't have a classroom filled with students of all different cultures, and I, as a black male, wouldn't get the opportunity to teach them. That's huge. It started with Charles Houston. More importantly, the future is up to you guys, right? What Black History Month will mean for your children and future generations is going to be dependent on what you bring. Maybe not as teachers and educators like Charles Houston, but as individuals that can do something moving forward. Maybe you may inspire the next Thurgood Marshall, who knows? Maybe you may inspire the next president. Black History Month means that things are getting better. And for you all, I hope that you take the inspiration from Charles Houston, look him up, learn a little bit about what he's done, and we can maybe make an impact moving forward. So Black History means progress to me, and it can start with you guys.
All right, thanks, Mr. Audain. Really appreciate it. Take care.
Welcome to our Monday show. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Sydney. We have a great show today, but first please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I can't wait for Thursday.
Why? What's so special about Thursday?
Sydney, it's Mr. HHS, finally.
Oh, that's awesome. Now I remember that we interviewed the contestants.
Oh, right. Oh, my gosh.
Let's go check out our first episode of Sydney Squared Meets the Future Mr. HHS.
Hey, Howard, I'm Sydney.
And I'm Sydney.
And we're Sydney Squared.
Throughout the week, we're going to be introducing you guys to the contestants of Mr. HHS.
Hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining us again, Howard. Today we have
Alex Strawley.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
And what's something that no one knows about you?
Well, nobody knows that I like all kinds of music. You got Juice WRLD over here, Frank Sinatra, country,
I do.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite movie?
I don't really have a favorite movie, but I really like Narcos, the TV show on Netflix.
It's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your go-to pump-up song?
I really like Womp Womp by Vali.
Can you sing? I've never heard that song. Can you sing like a little clip?
It's a little explicit, but I'll do the first line, so it kind of goes like Womp 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 Womp. She give me what I wanna, and then so forth.
And then who's your role model?
Jesus is my role model.
That's good. That's
Solid.
inspirational.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us today, Howard and Alex.
Good luck, Alex.
Yeah, I think he has a good chance.
It's going to be a great night.
We will meet another contestant at the end of today's program.
Due to school being closed, the varsity tennis information meeting has been rescheduled to February 6th after school in room 204, starting at 2:15. Please see Coach Bowling if you have any questions. The next Creative Writing Club meeting is February 14th at 2:15 in room V138. Hope to see you there. New members are always welcome.
SGA will also have the new spirit wear for sale. T-shirts are $15, sweatpants $20, and the combo package is $30. Sizes are small to extra, extra large.
The next K-pop meeting will be Wednesday, February 6th at 2:15 in E102. We will look forward to seeing you then.
Are you interested in trying out for the girls softball team? Please come by room N108 after school to sign up on February 13th. This will be a brief meeting for information regarding tryouts. If you cannot make it on the 13th, stop by N108 before or after school this week. There will be a BSU and Black History Month meeting on Wednesday, February 6th after school in room N219. Please be on time.
Attention athletes! The outdoor track and field interest meeting will be held this Thursday in room F124. The brief meeting will start at 2:30. We will be discussing important tryout information along with paperwork info and team expectations. If you plan to try out for the team, you must attend this meeting. If you have any questions, please see Coach Wade or Coach Dickerson.
Attention all swimmers. Swim Club will be meeting in B207 on Friday, February 15th at 2:15. We will be discussing spirit wear and meet updates. All levels of swimmers are welcome. It was great to meet Alex at the top of the show, but I want to see his competition.
Sure, Sydney. Let's meet Ben. Hey, Howard. I'm Sydney.
And I'm Sydney.
And we're Sydney Squared.
Throughout the week, we're going to be introducing you guys to the contestants of Mr. HHS.
Hope you enjoy.
Thanks for joining us today. What's your name?
My name's Ben Stefanos.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 12th grade.
And what's your go-to pump-up song?
Go-to pump song? Well, it's gotta be between Mo Bamba and Sicko Mode for sure.
Nice.
What's something that nobody knows about you?
Huh. Well, if we go back a few years, backtrack, I would say in 5th grade, or was it 6th grade? It was in 5th grade. I climbed a tree and got everybody kicked out of recess.
Way to go.
Your favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Step Brothers, of course. Always for the bros. The Step Bros.
And who's your role model?
My role model? Well, it's, of course, Uncle Jimmy Creighton.
Nice.
What a guy.
Thanks for joining us today, Ben.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course.
It's an honor.
Wow, I don't know who I like more.
And Sydney, we'll be meeting the rest of the contestants before Thursday's big show.
Can't wait. Thursday night, 6 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets are just $3.
Wow. Well, Lions, that's all we have for you today. Don't forget to check this Canvas student community for all announcements. Tune in next week. We will have episodes for everyone to get pumped up for Mr. HHS.
Have a marvelous Monday.